So let's have a look at an exercise. We've been talking about project life cycles and senior management support and stakeholders. And we want just to investigate how two projects could actually be quite different. So we're going to look at a new product introduction, NPI, new product introduction product. This project is the Jaguar F-Type, recently launched. And as an alternative, a one-off project. This is actually the second Forth road crossing. So in Scotland, between Edinburgh, across the Firth of Forth, we have the famous rail bridge on the right of that picture. We have a suspension bridge built in the 1960s, and now we have a new bridge being constructed to replace the suspension bridge. So I want you to think about the senior management support. I want you to think about the environments that these projects run in. I want you to think about the project stakeholders. I want you to think about the life cycles of these projects and what the different phases might be called. If you'd like to pause the video and do that before I reveal the answers. Okay, so I'm from the automotive industry, as I said in lecture 1. So let's have a look at the Jaguar F-Type project. The design for this has probably been done in-house. Most of the people involved in this project are known to us. They work within our design offices, or they're suppliers or contractors that we have used before on different projects. I would argue that this is a repeater project. It's very important to the company, so our project champion is going to be probably the senior members of the board, the design director, the finance director, the manufacturing director. The objectives for this project are clear. It's to make money. We could argue that some automotive companies try and raise the image of their organisation by having a high-powered sports car. But I'm pretty sure that Jaguar would not be producing this car unless it was going to make them some money. Jaguar know who their competition is. The life cycle for this project is typically around 3 years, maybe a little bit less. Is the project time critical, cost critical, or quality critical? Well, if they're replacing an aging project, then it could be time critical. You could argue that it's been a long while since Jaguar had such an out-and-out sports car, and so perhaps it's more important to get it right and to deliver it on budget than deliver it on time. The project will go through different development phases: design, development, pilot manufacturing, and then full production. As opposed to our construction project. Now, each construction project happens in a different location, which has its own geological and access type risks. We have to set up our own site offices each time, a lot more work involved, so different locations, maybe different contractors. This is the sort of project that is put out to tender, and we could well find that the people we're working with aren't the people we've worked with on previous projects. It's a stranger project. The risks are unknown. Yes, we've built suspension bridges in the past, but perhaps not exactly here, not with these materials. What are the objectives for this project? Is it to cross this river cheaper? Is it to shorten journey times? I would argue that the main objective for this project is to replace the suspension bridge, which after a 50-year life is showing signs of aging. The life cycle for this project is far longer, whereas our automotive product might be in the marketplace for 4 years. This is going to be 20, 30, 40 years long. I would argue that this project is quality or cost critical. Obviously, the contractors want to do it for a budget to make a profit on their contracting. It's more important that this works, that the roads are in the correct place. So, new product introductions, construction projects. They're both projects, but different examples of projects. Oh, an interesting one for this one. Who's going to be the project champion? The stakeholders are completely different for this project. They will involve the environmental groups. They will involve users of the river. They will involve the local neighbours. So it's important to consider senior managers, project life cycles, and project stakeholders for any project.